But while we're walking to the car, you know, Ryan sees Zimmix, and he's like, they were all friends at the time, but the year before at Pro-Am, he went to say what's up to Zimmix, and Zimmix goes up to him and gives him the cock, you know? He's like, you're a fucking biter, you're an effing biter, right? And it gets to a point where it's almost like Zimmix is about to fight Ryan, was about to fight Reveal. And, you know,
so we've talked about Summit, we've talked about the not Summit, excuse me. We've talked about Who Can Roast, and we've talked about Pro-Am. What would be one more battle that you would add to your like most impactful battles or most memorable battles for you?
I think the next most important and memorable battle in my life was Freestyle Session 8.
Hard to do with you. Really love someone, giving up. Hard to do with you. See, depend upon his warm and tender touch, his kiss and his caress that used to mean so much and bring me every day.
That's when Freestyle Session was on the boat, which wasn't supposed to be on the boat, you know? But I think like the training for that was intense to get ready for that battle. You know, no, hands down, we as Killafornia, we knew we were going to go in that battle and we were going to win. Only
that was the tribal suits. Weren't you guys in tribal suits in that one?
Yeah.
No doubt. And I
think the reason why is because how we prepared for the battle. You know, we knew we were going to do Freestyle 8. You know, a shout out to Crumbs and Stilo, you know, that helped with leading, you know, at that time. Stilo especially, you know, Stilo, I have to say, he was the glue of Killafornia. You know, Crumbs helped us to be more on a professional level as far as getting ready for the competition. And I don't think any b-boy at the time was really training the way we were to get ready for a battle. Like we trained like a football team for that competition. You know, I just remember like the way that we trained for it, we like figured out what our schedules were. And then we had just practices where all we did was work on routines. That was it, commandos and routines. And we recorded every routine. We recorded, you know, from every commando. And I remember Crumbs ended up making a DVD to give to each person in the crew to study their routines.
Shout out to Coach Crumbs.
You know, and we were like, all right, he gave us all the DVDs. I remember because I ended up going to Europe during that time to do workshops in Switzerland. So I was studying during that time, but I was sessioning and practicing too. And then it got to the point when we got back into practice. Now we're just working on just our solo selves, like you know, just rounds and battling each other. And I just remember we were like consistently working on all of our rounds and all of our routines. We knew that even the routines that we did make up that were on that DVD, we took notes and knew how to make them better and how to improve them and how to. The idea was every routine that we do, like we're gonna win because all of our routines are gonna win whatever round. Doesn't matter. Like that's how big we wanted all of our routines to be. And so walking, and at that time, everybody was so supportive of what we were going to individually do, you know, that like we knew that our rounds were going to be solid. It was almost like I said, it was like the way that Stilo and Crumbs kind of set the game plan was like flawless, you know. Frankie also helped a lot with that too, because Frankie was a person that was like helping out with, you know, organizing some of the stuff too with tribal, you know, trying to make sure that we looked right, that we were all fitted correctly. You know, I just remember like we knew how good we were gonna do, that we started doing photo shoots with Mixwell and like promoting it in that way, letting them know like, hey, Freestyle Session 8, Killafornia, we're gonna win this event. Wow. And we didn't know we were gonna win it, but that's how confident we were in going into Freestyle 8, because I don't know, you know when you just know that your crew has something that no one else is doing? You know? Like we were so prepared that I remember walking in as a crew the first day, we were like, all right, we got this. You know?
And that is training like sports. You know what I'm saying? So you guys basically became a sports team that day.
Yeah.
You guys had the strategy, you guys had the uniform, you filmed yourselves and you coached off the tape. Mm-hmm. That's, ladies and gentlemen, that is athletics right there. But I mean, of course, man, this is a cultural expression, but you guys took that sports approach and it worked out for you.
Yeah, man. And you know what? Like having someone like Stilo, bro, like he was really, I think this is the thing that I noticed out of being in a crew like that, right? Is you need to have that captain, that leader in the very front that knows how to utilize each player and knows how to utilize the routines. Like Stilo had everything studied down to a T. He really knew what to throw out, you know? He was a guy that, if you even watch the battle, watch every Freestyle 8 and see where Stilo's at. He's in the front the whole time. He may not be the big blow up guy like Ronnie Ruin or doing crazy shit like Little Rock, or you know what I mean? Like doing headspins like me or whatever. But Stilo's a guy that's in the front doing this. And he like if he saw Rock's right, yo, Little Rock, you got him. That's all you got that. Everybody back up, let Little Rock get him, you know?
Right.
Or he'll know, Little Rock, we got this routine. Do this so we can get Rock's right. You know?
He was a player coach.
Bro, he was on one. I never ever had to like really think of what to do, because Stilo kind of did it. You know, he already knew the game plan. Like he knew who we were battling. Anytime we battled, like I remember it was our when we battled Renegades. We knew Renegades and Rock Force was going to be probably one of our toughest battles, and right. Stilo knew how to break that battle down.
Wow, that
you know what I mean? He
Shout
was
out
like,
to him.
Yeah, so he's like, this is how we're doing this. When we battled Massive, he already knew who was going after who. Like right. He was like, yo, I'll go after Juice, you know, Ruin, Ruin and Rainen, you both go after Lazy because you have a power style and Ruin has dope blow-ups. And so Lazy can't compete with that.
Right.
And so, and this person, Twix, all right, Twix, if you're going to go out, then let's send Little Rock on him because Little Rock does this. And also and Ruin, you're also going to get Twix too, just in case. So he already knew like how to game plan everyone, and the squad. And I think that's what we learned a lot from Stilo. And that's why Killafornia that year after Freestyle 8, man, we were consistently winning competitions.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Because you guys had, what was it, you, Stilo, Crumbs, you said Ruin, Flav, Lil Bob, right?
Lil Bob, yep.
Who else?
Did you say Little Rock already?
I said
Mosquito?
Lil Rock. Yeah.
Mosquito?
Oh, Mosquito. Okay. Where happened to Mosquito?
We also had Junior at the time. What you call them, bboy Anthrax. And we had Nabil.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so you guys are just...
was also a part of it. Energetic was a part of Killafornia, but he wasn't a part of that squad in that battle.
Right.
But yeah, man, like that was probably... Freestyle 8 was a dope battle, like I said, the way that we prepared for it. And then just the vibe.
No doubt. So you guys had the talent and the strategy.
Yeah, man. So that's how I felt, right? And even when, the ciphering and the battles at that boat was crazy.
I can imagine.
Yeah. That junk was insane, man. Like, right. I just remember.
I've only been to one, and like I told you, I only went to the one where Zulu beat the Korean team in the finals. That was the only one I ever been to. But from what I saw, Freestyle Session was also a place for the up and coming crews to make their name in the ciphers. Yeah, like it's like an all out call out. If you go to Freestyle Sessions with your crew and okay, we probably not gonna win this, you're calling out everybody. I've seen, I saw France battling people there. I saw everybody that year was trying to get at the Koreans, whether they were a top crew, a mid crew, or whatever. It was just like, it was something to see. It was definitely heated and hype, and
it was
dope.
Sure, yeah.
No doubt.
I just remember, like, yeah, you're right, because if you weren't competing, you were hitting the ciphers hard, And that year that you're talking about, where Zulu Kings battled, I think was it Rivers Crew?
It might have been, yeah.
When they made it to the finals, and I remember at that year, I entered with Killa Germs randomly. And I wasn't even focused on the competition. I was like, no, I'm hitting up these ciphers.
No doubt.
Because in my head, I'm like, you know what? Like, we're not as prepared as we were for Freestyle 8. I don't think we're ever going to be that prepared ever in my life. So for me, I'm like, and at that time, Killafornia had already won Freestyle 8. We had already won Freestyle Japan.
Right.
We had been touring a lot and doing a lot of stuff already. And I remember that was also during the year where I was like, you know what? I just want to hit up ciphers more.
Yeah. No doubt,
and
man.
I just remember we were battling everybody in the cipher that event, man. It was like nonstop.
Nonstop, word, man. And so now that we have, for the people who only know you for Jabberwockies, now that we have solidified your b-boy legacy, and if you don't know, now you know.
I was lucky enough to be one of the first members to be asked to get down with the crew. Kevin Brewer and Joe Larot started Jabberwockies, and they were on a different level. They were on a different wavelength. Just as far as the music, like nobody was really dancing the shit.
For more quality content from Beyond the Cypher with Illskillz, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Also, feel free to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Beyond the Cypher. Let us know how we're doing in the comment section, and to make sure you don't miss anything from the channel, smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support, so peace until the next episode.